Hi, thanks for watching. This is a quick look at how Google views and ranks your website in the search results. By understanding how the program works, we can use it to your advantage to get you on the first page, so that way you're the first click and the first call whenever anybody's searching in your area. So I've got your website pulled up here, and it's easy to navigate with all the drop downs. I love the fact that you have real pictures so people can actually make a connection. It's not just some file photo pulled off the internet. As far as Google is concerned, it's going to rank your website based on two different factors. The first is the content. It's going to come in and it's going to count all the words and text on the page. It's looking for about a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are in your field. Now, while it's counting words, it's also looking for keywords, which will be anything that somebody would type into the search bar, which is usually going to be a product and then any service area that you offer it in. Now, this is really where the number of words on the page comes into play because you're only allowed to have one keyword for every 100 to 150 words of text on the page. The second way that Google is going to rank your website is based on the authority, which is pretty much a popularity contest. The two ways to build authority are through what's called citations, which is any time that your name, address, and phone number are listed in any kind of online directory, such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, or Better Business Bureau. These directories are usually free. It just takes some time to find them, register, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. The second way to build authority is through what's called backlinks, which is when another website refers or links back to yours. It basically acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. Similar to a customer review, if you had 1,000 five-star customer reviews, somebody would obviously think you're a pretty highly rated company. Google is doing the same thing, except with other websites. So to see how this determines where your website ranks, if we go back to our search results, the first thing you're going to see pop up is what's called the map pack. This is actually a pretty important area to try to get into because anywhere from 40 to 60% of people will just click on one of these top 3 listings. Now, it's free to get listed in here. You just need to fill out your Google business profile, which is inside your Maps app, so you can do it right from a smartphone. You want to fill out as many fields as possible, including the services that you offer, the areas, even the hours of operation. Then you want to continuously add photos that are geotagged inside your service area, as well as posts, and upload them to your profile. Try to get as many customer reviews as possible. And then you want to get as many of those citations, the name, address, and phone numbers. You want those listings in the directories as many as you can and more than anybody else in this list. Then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the higher the authority or the more trust that Google has in your website, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. So to demonstrate this, I put your website into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your website as far as the content and the authority. Now, just to understand these terms, if the news station did an article on their website about the top 10 flooring companies in Massachusetts, and your name was listed in there, and the reader could click on a link and it would bring them back to your website, that would be considered one referring domain or one referring website. So just to see what your competition is doing in both Leominster and Worcester area, I pulled up the top companies on the list and put them into the same program so you can see how much authority and how much content they're bringing to their websites. Obviously, Worcester is a little bit more of a competitive market, but still, these are very achievable numbers to be able to compete with in your area. So just one thing to note here is it's not just about the quantity of these domains, it's also the quality. They have to be relevant to your industry. So for instance, if we had, say, Pizza Hut linking back to your website, Google understands that you're in the business of flooring, you're not making pizzas, so that domain would not add any kind of strength or authority to your site. So if we take a quick look into your content here, these are all the keywords that people are searching for that Google is finding on your site, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we would do some research and find all the highest volume keywords in your area relative to the services that you offer, and then make sure that those are being found on your website so you're getting the clicks and views. So for instance, let's just take flooring in Lancaster in your hometown. Right now, you're in the 16th position, which would be on the second or third page of Google. Unfortunately, not too many people are going to find you down that far. But if you were on the first page, 60 people will be searching and they'd be seeing your website. If we can conservatively say that only 10% of those people actually click on your website and give you a call, you'd be getting 6 views a month. And then if we're even more conservative and say only half of those people actually commit and turn into sales for flooring, you'd be getting 3 new jobs every month just off of one keyword. So then if we repeat that same process for as many of the high volume keywords as possible, you can see how that would quickly add up to some revenue and help out with the bottom line. Now, I hope this information was helpful and it allows you to scale your online presence over some of the competition. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or would like any further details. Also, we could talk about your goals and I could do some research to find out exactly what it would take for you to reach those. I always love getting feedback as well to find out if information like this is useful for you, so please do let me know your thoughts. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you.